Now that we know how to add new themes, it's time to talk about widgets. Widgets essentially control one particular section or area of your website. An example would be a widget that controls the right sidebar of your website. Anything you add to or take away from this widget would only affect that particular right sidebar section. Your website in general is broken down into different sections depending on your theme. So where widgets exist and where widgets show up will depend on your theme. So let's go ahead and hover over Appearance and click into Widgets. Here you see a few things. First is the Available Widgets section, which is this area right here. These are the available widgets that can be added to a widget area. These widgets usually do one particular function, such as display a calendar or display your categories. Next are the widget areas. Since I'm using the default theme called 2013, it only has two widget areas. They're called Main Widget Area and Second Widget Area. The number of widget areas available is dependent on your theme. The only way to add additional widget areas is to know how to write code. The main widget area tells me that whatever goes in here will appear in the footer section of the site, and the secondary widget area tells me that this appears on posts and pages in the sidebar. Now let's add some widgets into these areas to see how they come into play. I'm going to add a calendar into my main widget area, and it's asking me for the title for this, so I'm going to name my calendar Schedule, and go ahead and click on Save. Next, I'm going to add in categories into my second widget area. And as for title, I'm going to type in topics. And I'm going to show through hierarchy. This will make it so I can see the organization and hierarchy of categories and know what are top level categories and what are subcategories. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. Now I have added widgets in both of my widget areas. There should be a calendar located in the footer section of my site, which is near the bottom. And there should also show a list of categories on the sidebar of any page or post. So let's see how this shows up on our website. So if I scroll up to the top left here, I have an option for Visit Site. This will take me to the home page of my site. So I'm going to right click and click on Open Link in New Tab. So if I scroll to the bottom, I see that this calendar is in fact here with the title Schedule. And since my home page is displaying a page, the topics categories is showing here with the hierarchy. Now let's go back to the widgets page. I can always add more widgets to each of these areas by doing the same drag and drop method. If I want to remove a widget from a widget area, I can do it in two ways. The first is to drag and drop it into the inactive widgets area. And what that will do is allow me to save the settings for this widget. So in this example, I drag the calendar widget into this inactive widgets area, and it saved the title I made for this widget called Schedule. The second way is to remove widgets is if you don't care about saving the settings. In this case, you'll just drag and drop it back into the available widgets area. I encourage you to play around with these widgets and widget areas to add some more features to your website. I'll talk to you in the next video.